Hey guys, so today we are making my baked macaroni and cheese. This recipe has been highly requested, okay? I make some of the best macaroni and cheese if I do say so myself. So pause this if you need to write down the ingredients, but it'll also be in the description bar. And we're going to get started. So, all right, first things first. I like to add chicken bouillon to my water, so I'll mix chicken broth and chicken bouillon. I just feel like it gives the noodles more flavor. As soon as the water starts to boil, I'm going to place my elbow macaroni noodles in the water. A little trick I like is to measure halfway in the pan that I'm going to use. That'll just kind of let me know how much macaroni to make. Okay, so right here you see me putting 3 tablespoons of butter in my skillet. And we're going to let this melt. Okay, we're going to melt this over medium heat. Okay, so if you have numbers on yours, put it about at 5. Okay, 4 to 5. Medium heat. It does not need to be high. You do not want to burn your butter. Take your time. A good mac and cheese takes time. Okay. Okay, so right here you see me adding my flour to my butter, okay? That is 3 tablespoons of flour. You have to do equal parts butter to equal parts flour to create what is called a roux, okay? I did not speed this part up because I want you guys to truly see how I am cooking this flour in this butter, okay? So this is in real time. We're going to cook that flour out of that butter because you do not want your sauce to turn out gritty or to have a nasty texture. So just stir, stir, stir. And this still should be on medium heat, okay? Medium heat. Okay, so after about 2 minutes of stirring this roux together, we're going to add 1 can of evaporated milk, and then I'm going to fill my can back up with heavy whipping cream and then put that in the pan as well, okay? 1 can of carnation milk is about 1.5 cups, and so there should be 1.5 cups of carnation milk and 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. Mind you, we're still cooking everything on medium, okay? No higher, no lower. It does not need to be boiling. If it is boiling, bring it down, okay? But it shouldn't be boiling. Low and slow, because as soon as you put your cheese in, it will become gritty if the temperature of the roux is too high. You do not want your cheese sauce to be gritty, because if it's gritty, you won't have a good macaroni and cheese. So take your time. All right, so right here, I'm going to start to add my seasoning. So you see I'm using paprika. And if you want measurements, I use about a tablespoon of each seasoning, okay? Next, you see I'm adding my onion powder. And then I'm gonna add my garlic powder. Look, you wanna make sure every level of your food is seasoned, okay? So this might look like a lot of seasoning, but it's really not. I'm gonna add black pepper right here. You see I'm showing you white pepper. I use white pepper in my macaroni and cheese just because I don't like the black flecks. However, white pepper and black pepper are the same exact thing. You don't have to go out and buy white pepper. It's just a preference. So, and then you see I'm using salt, okay? So I'm only going to use about 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of salt. I do not add a lot of salt in my food because, you know, high sodium levels. We already have a lot of chicken bouillon, which is extremely salty. Chicken broth is salty. You don't want to add too much salt into your food, okay? I promise you the cheese is already salty. The butter is already salty. Everything, it'll have enough salt. So don't be worried when you see I only added a sprinkle of salt versus the 1 tablespoon of all the other seasonings I added. So you're just going to keep mixing and mixing and mixing. At this point, you still should be on medium, low and slow, okay? Keep it low. You do not want this to start to boil on you, okay? All right, so at this point, you're going to start to incorporate your cheeses. Cut your stove off completely, okay? Your sauce will be hot enough to melt your cheese, okay? So you're going to just start to add in your cheeses. The only 2 cheeses that I recommend you have to have is the Velveeta and the Mozzarella. The other 2 cheeses you can choose. So you see I chose Gouda and I chose just a triple cheddar mixture, okay? Make sure your cheese isn't just now coming out of the fridge because you want your cheese to kind of be on the more room temperature side so that it melts very easily if you are using cheese that comes straight out of a pack. If you're not using cheese straight out of a pack and you already pre-shredded it yourself, it'll be fine, but that's just a tip of my advice, okay? So you're going to make sure, again, your temperature on your stove is cut off, and you're just going to whisk in that cheese. You're going to keep whisking because it's going to get thick, okay? So you're going to keep whisking. And then you're going to see in my next clip that, okay, my cheese is completely melted and my sauce is super thick. Look at that consistency. You see it's super thick, okay? That's how you want your sauce to look. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our noodles in this bowl, and then this is when we're going to add our other ingredients. Okay, so you're going to add in a 1/2 cup of sour cream, okay? And you're going to mix your noodles all in the sour cream. You know, you want every noodle to be covered in sour cream because the sour cream helps keep the noodles moist, okay? Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and pour our cheese sauce over it. Okay, look at that thick, creamy cheese sauce. And you're just gonna do the same thing. You're gonna mix your noodles in with your cream sauce. Okay, I said cream sauce. Your cheese sauce, cream cheese, same thing, y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying. Your cheese sauce. After your cheese is well incorporated in with your noodles, okay, you're going to get your pan and we're going to butter our pan, and then we're going to start to put our noodles in the pan. So what I like to do is after I butter it, I put a little bit of my noodles down, then I coat it with the rest of my cheese, and then I put more of my noodles down and I coat the top of that with the rest of my cheese. And then after it's how I like it, I sprinkle a little bit of paprika on the top. All right, so now that we have our macaroni and cheese exactly how we want it, we're going to put it in the oven on 350 for 25 to 30 minutes, okay? 25 to 30 minutes. Since we have no egg in this is already done. However, you just want that cheese to get gooey and ooey and melt like how you like it, you know, get that nice crust on top. And if you have to put it on broil for 1 to 2 minutes, you know, watch it, because if you put it on broil and don't watch it, your cheese will burn and then you're going to be really upset. So yeah, 25 to 30 minutes on 350 is all you need, and voila, this is how it came out, y'all. Look, I'm going to stop talking so you guys can see how it really look. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. I'm telling y'all, when y'all make this and y'all scoop into it, y'all gonna see how creamy and cheesy this macaroni and cheese is. I'm telling you, it don't need nothing else. I'm telling y'all, trust me, okay? If you guys end up recreating this recipe, please comment down below and let me know how it came out for you guys. Thank you for watching my channel. Come back and see me. I'll always be right here. Peace.